expansions available now. Expansion sounds a lot better than microtransactions. Which is, if you consider that it's pay to win, maybe it is like that, but Tarkov was already pay to win. Get a feel for how much you're buying. $42. Look at the scroll bar. Alright, so let's talk about microtransactions. They announced a while ago on the previous patch that they're gonna be adding purchasable stuff. The co-op of a feature, also clothing. This is not implemented yet, and just today they added the stash expansion. They never mentioned pricing, but now it's already here, and you can actually buy it right away, regardless of your edition. This was a bit controversial because they had like a very steady stance about no microtransactions because they didn't want to spoil, quoting Nikita, Escape from Tarkov with microtransactions. But they did it anyway. Whether that's good or bad, that's up to you to decide. I think it's okay. Whatever it takes to keep the game alive, whatever it takes to fund the development. More money for BSG is happy BSG. The thing that needs to be done is the microtransactions need to be okay. So let's talk about what is this stash upgrade. If you see, you're supposed to get a full line or several, if you want to buy several of your stash. In the slider, I haven't bought any, and I'm not sure if I will buy because I dislike hoarding lots of rubles, not a lot of items. As you can see, for example, in my stash, this is my whole stash, everything over here plus some stuff at the bottom, but it is mainly just this. I'm happy. Like I have plenty of space. If I play Tarkov for a living, then I would be like grinding billions of rubles. Maybe I would. I don't need the space. However, I love this game, and if you take a look at my hour count, I have VOD, and I've gotten like a bit of time out of this game, and I will probably be getting even more hours in this game. I love it, and I would like it to succeed even more than it has. So I probably maybe will purchase this, maybe even the options as before, because if you have a lot of good streaks, happened to me yesterday, even with all of this stash, my stash got full. It's just convenient to have more space. But let's talk about the offer. As of now, it seems that you can only buy 2 lines at a time. Like you cannot buy exactly 1 line or 3. The slider is only like multiples of 2, $3 per line, and it doesn't scale. Like this is also like a multiple of 3. You can see it's like 3 each. There's no like bulk discount, and you're getting $3 per line. Let's make sense of the numbers and decide where like 28 lines is $42. There are games that cost less than that. First I looked at it and I was like, holy shit, this is extremely expensive. But then if you take a look at 2 lines is $3, it doesn't look like as much. So what I'm saying is you don't need to buy all of the lines. You just buy whatever you want, and whether that price is worth it or not, it depends on you. My opinion, if you play a lot of this game and you have stash space issues because I don't know, you're really good or you like hoarding, I don't think this is a bad deal because if you saw before, I had like this tax of pricing before. If you see, like this is a full line and 3 USD is how much you're paying IRL for 2 lines, which is what you can buy. So each line is like 10 slots. So you're getting 20 slots for $3, and it's supposed to be permanent. So is $3 worth the space for you? In game, getting to stash level 4 is a hell of a grind, and the stash can be a nuisance at the beginning of the wipe, especially when you're trying to hold on to, I don't know, to quest items that you want to deliver later on. The stash is like when it matters the most is at the beginning of the wipe. Then as you start getting rubles and rubles, you can buy 3 item cases, and if you watch my videos, you'll see how to make money very easily with literally zero risk. So subscribe if you're interested. Get a feel for how much you're buying. It's like $42. What is it? Look at the scroll bar. Like these are 28 lines, and these are $42. Look at how much space that is. That's like maybe like half my space. I don't know. I haven't done the math, but I did the math about 3 items cases. So a 3 items case gives you 196 space, and 28 lines is like 280 slots. So it's a bit more than this. And if you add an items case, you're gonna get over here. This is exactly 260. Is if you take a look at the expansions section from $3, and let's go to the purchase. Yeah, it's $39. So you, for $39, you're getting a thick items case and an items case. It's actually a bit better than that because you can't put everything inside a thick items case. This right over here is $39. Is it worth it? If you go to the market, these are about like 70 million rubles. Is what each cost. And this, oh yeah, 14,000 euros, which is, if you buy them from Skier, 2 million rubles. This is very easy to make. Money is very easy to make in this game, especially if you watch my videos. I had like 40 something million rubles yesterday, and then I invested them in crypto. So over here, yeah. This is the first time I've built a Bitcoin farm level 3, but the problem is I didn't want to buy another money case. Eventually, I'm gonna have to buy another money case. For $39, you're getting a thick items case and an items case worth of space. I don't think that is a problem. I like these kind of microtransactions because you're not gonna be able to increase your survivability in raid. Maybe you will be able to progress faster at the beginning of the wipe because I don't know if you have like standard edition, or even if you have EOD, you will be able to hold on to more stuff that you will be using later on, such that you don't have to find them again. For example, I don't know, like podcasts or propane, things like that skyrocket as the wipe goes on. Even GPUs. This will prevent you from having space issues. And yes, eventually, like what will happen is that you will be progressing faster, which is, if you consider that it's pay to win, maybe it is like that, but Tarkov was already pay to win with the Edge of Darkness edition. You need to define what winning is. To me, winning is the ability to survive a raid, and losing is dying in a raid. None of these will do that. Eventually, you will get to the point, if you have this for convenience, you will get to the point where winning in a raid will be easier since you progress faster to get there, and your gear would be better than if you didn't have enough space to hold on to your quest items to progress faster. But it's not really a thing. Like, even you have the Hall of Fame, like this is a new introduction. You can store stuff in here. You can put lions in here, and it's basically another stash expansion. So I think it's really okay. In fact, I would like to have more microtransactions. I would like to have, for example, an intelligence center upgrade, maybe like level 4, maybe like a module or something. I would happily buy on the website to have like more detailed statistics. Like what we have over here is good enough to get a feel for what you have. But for example, I hate shoreline, I hate interchange. I would like to have like map specific statistics. I would like to have like my limb because it says the least damage area, but I would like to have like how often do I die and what are the parts that get damaged the most, like a percentage on my, like I would like to have something like this, but in the stats page to see what parts get damaged the most, to make an informed decision on what plays to buy. Dota 2 has like, I used to play Dota before I played Tarkov. People become millionaires by playing Dota. That could be a future if they get Arena right. This Dota Plus subscription, you grind cosmetics on heroes, you grind like voice lines, even to taunt your enemies, for example. I would be down to have like more like voice lines, even like streamer voice lines. It could be like something for everyone, where like even the community wins, the streamers, like I don't know, buy the landmark voice pack, and he gets a revenue cut, and he gets to record the voices, and you get to pretend to be landmark in a game. That's that sounds like fun, but with record voice lines. Post game analytics, like detail of how are you doing. I would like to have that. It could be like really a monthly subscription that I would be happily pay. I would rather pay that compared to Stash Alliance. Tarkov Prime could be a real thing. The problem with is that with the pricing model they had before is that you pay the game once, and yes, you pay $150 if you want to spend the maximum edition, and yes, that covers the funding for a long time, because I don't know, like a AAA game costs like $60 to $70 nowadays, and you're paying like twice that. But this is a game that you either commit to it or not. It's not a game that really people play casually. Like every people I kill and every people I die to has like at least multiple hundreds of hours, unless they are cheaters. This guy, for example, this is a cheater. You might think that it's not like these are people that are not committed to the game, but like every legit player that has killed me, they have like multiple hundreds of hours that you don't really see that on AAA games, like on good AAA games. For example, Elden Ring, people have like, I don't know, maybe like 200 hours at, like on average, maybe like 100 plus, but I don't think there's like thousand, like a lot of 1,000+ hours Elden Ring players, and Tarkov is full of 1,000+ hours players. I think this is a good thing. I think the price is okay as well. You don't have to buy it. If you can spend less time managing your stash and more time playing the raid, this is a good investment. I like them. I would like to have more. Please make Tarkov Prime a thing. I would happily pay for it. Make streamer voice lines, like kind of like streamer items, but with streamer voice lines. Everybody wins. Everybody happy. The pricing model they had before. You pay once and then you get to keep playing a live service game. Every time you go into a raid, there's a server running in AWS or I don't know, Google Cloud or their own infrastructure. Those are usually billed per time. You can't buy a server the same way you buy Tarkov. You have to pay per hour. They do need additional money to keep Tarkov running. The important thing is how they implement the microtransactions. As long as the microtransactions are not like RMT, like, you know, I don't want them to sell stims or ammo or guns, because that will give you the ability to survive more raids right away. Progressing faster is something that people that play Tarkov for a living already do, and you having some stash to ease your life and consequently progress faster, maybe, kinda. It's only good if you take advantage of it. If you suck at the game, the stash won't make you progress faster. It's like if you buy OD, and you won't be better at the game because you have like a bigger container. Please make Tarkov Prime a thing. Make it happen. I would like to see how often do I die on each extract of each map. I would like to see which weapon keeps me alive the most. I would like to see night raids versus day raids, for example. It would be most likely a very welcomed microtransaction.